Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm talking about the products that I have repurchased the most out of my entire makeup collection. Now obviously certain products are going to be prone to being repurchased more often, but that is what it is. So there are a fair amount of them because I do like to repurchase a product that I fall in love with and I will use it consistently for years on end. If I do, I don't feel like I need to switch things up in certain categories all the time just to try out the latest and greatest, because I know that certain products work for me and I can rely on them and I just don't feel like bothering with anything else. So let's just get into it because there are a decent amount of products for this video today. Okay, so let's start off with brows just because I repurchase these items very often. I would say my brow pencil probably about once a month, maybe every 6 weeks or so, and then my clear brow gel every few months I repurchase that. So the brow pencil I always go back to is the Annabelle Skinny Brow Liner, and I use Universal Dark. You can find this at Shoppers Drug Mart in Canada. I do also like the NYX Micro Brow. It is very similar if you cannot find this one, but this is a few dollars cheaper than the NYX one at Shoppers Drug Mart. In terms of clear brow gel, I do splurge and I buy the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. This is over $20 for brow gel, but I just find it holds everything in place. It makes my brows last longer throughout the day. It doesn't make my brow hairs too crispy or anything. It's just so good, and it actually is the only brow gel that I use. Okay, moving on to concealers. I actually have 3 of them that I consistently repurchase. The first one is from Sephora, and it is the Bright Future Color Corrector, and this is in Peach Light or number 4. Love this one. It's nice and lightweight. Doesn't crease too much under the eye, especially once I set it. It's basically good to go. I can't say that about the regular concealers in this line. I don't really like them, but this Peach Light one is fantastic, especially if you have fair skin. It does do a pretty decent job at covering those dark circles if you're as fair as I am. Another concealer that I use under my eyes is the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. I am in the shade NC15. You can tell that I use it. This is probably my, I think, 3rd one of these. It's just amazing high coverage. It doesn't crease under the eye once you set it. Just great pigmentation. I just really like it. It doesn't dry out my under eye area too much, even though it is that long wearing concealer. It's just so good. Like, there's a reason why everyone raves about this. It's just because it's so fantastic. I don't mind it around my skin, like the rest of my face. Like if I do highlighting with it, it's pretty good as well because of the great coverage, but I do prefer to wear it underneath my eyes. And then lastly, for spot concealing, this is the Makeup Forever Full Cover Extreme Camouflage Cream. It is waterproof and I'm in the shade 3. This stuff is no joke when it comes to coverage. I can just use the tiniest amount of it and it covers up whatever I need. I think this is my 2nd or 3rd bottle, but that's saying something because this stuff lasts forever. Forever, for sure. It's really good and a pretty decent shade range as well. Well, we might as well just get to foundation now because I've already done concealer. I think this is maybe my 4th bottle of this one now. Out of my entire foundation collection, this is definitely the one that I am repurchasing the most right now. I have repurchased the Maybelline Fit Me a lot along with the Neutrogena Healthy Skin, but I'm not reaching for those a lot and I don't see myself repurchasing those much in the future, so that's why I definitely had to include this one. The CoverGirl Ready Set Gorgeous. I'm in the shade 105. It can be a slight bit too dark for me in the middle of winter, the 105. It does oxidize just the slightest bit, but I make do. Amazing coverage. You can get this sometimes at Shoppers for $5.99 when it's on sale, and it's fantastic. It's great on my dry skin. I know people with oily skin love it. It's probably the best, if not one of the best, foundations from the drugstore that I've ever tried. And then let's finish up on face products. This is the Maybelline Fit Me Set and Smooth Normal to Dry Skin Powder, and I'm in the shade 110 Porcelain. You've probably seen this in my products I've hit pan on, which I'll link that down below. It's just the best powder ever for dry skin. Simple as that. I don't need to elaborate anymore. If you have dry skin, you need to try out the Maybelline Fit Me powder, but for dry skin, make sure that you are looking for the right one in the cosmetics aisle. Okay, mascara for sure is the Too Faced Better Than Sex waterproof mascara. I love this mascara. I do go towards like the new, whatever new Maybelline mascara has come out. I'll always give that a try and give this one a little bit of a break, but I do repurchase this basically every single VIB sale. I will pick up one or two of them, and then sometimes I will pick them up in between that time as well. They are a little bit more expensive, so that's why I do try and get the Maybellines in there every other time or so, just so I can give it a try. But this one is just so good. If you like waterproof mascara like I do, you definitely need to give this a try. Absolutely. Another eye product, and basically the only liquid eyeliner that I will ever buy, is the Kat Von D Tattoo Liner, and it's in the shade Trooper. The brush tip pen is just the absolute best. It makes winging out my eyeliner very easy. I don't actually wear a ton of winged eyeliner, but I do know that I've probably gone through about 3 or 4 of these, so it's definitely the most repurchased of the liquid eyeliners for sure. One nail product in here, I do also buy like a white polish here and there pretty regularly, but I haven't been lately, so I'm not going to include it. But for sure, hands down, Seche Vite top coat of choice. This is the best top coat in my opinion. It gives you that gel-like effect. It dries your nail polish within probably about 3 to 5 minutes. You can go about your day and not have to worry too much. I would say with about 15 minutes or so, you can put on a jacket that's really tight. You can dig around in your purse relatively carefully, and then within half an hour, I would say that I don't really need to worry about my nails whatsoever. So that's just kind of the time frame for me of like what I allow myself to do. This dries all of the layers of your nail polish. It's just fantastic, and just watch out for shrinkage with your nail polish. I find I just let my nail polish dry for about 5 to 10 minutes and then put Seche Vite on, and then I don't have that issue. But yeah, if you've not tried Seche Vite, you definitely need to. Especially if you hate doing your nails because you just stand like, you just sit there, you're like, I can't do anything. Give this a try and you will actually be able to do things shortly after doing your nails. A couple skincare products that I've repurchased a lot. Obviously you see this in my empties all the time. It's the Marcel Gentle Makeup Remover for Sensitive Eyes. This is the dual phase one. You can see that there. You shake it up and it just melts away every single bit of makeup possible. I wear waterproof mascara every single day, and this doesn't have any trouble getting rid of it, and I don't find that my lashes are falling out or anything like that. It's just really good. Really good. You can pick this up at Shoppers Drug Mart. Another skincare product, I haven't actually been using it a lot recently, but I know that I've gone through numerous bottles of this, and it is the Clinique Clarifying Lotion in number 2, and it's for dry combination skin. Basically, this is a toner. You cleanse your skin, and then you'll put this on with a cotton ball, and then you put your moisturizer, your serum moisturizer, all that kind of stuff on afterwards. I always buy these big bottles, especially during the VIB sale. You don't need a lot, so this thing lasts forever, but I definitely always repurchase it whenever it goes empty. And then another skincare product is from Neostrata. I've talked about this a lot as well. It's the Glycolic Renewal Smoothing Cream. It's 10% glycolic acid. I talked about how glycolic acid works in my Science of Beauty video, which I will link down below as well. This is one of the few products that when I put it on, the next day I can see results already. I find that the next day my skin looks more radiant, it looks more smooth, it can absorb products a little bit better, and then within about a week of regular use I can tell that my texture of my skin is a lot better, and my skin just looks a lot more clear. I find that it can also subdue any breakouts, because breakouts are basically that there's so much dead skin cells that it kind of gets clogged in the pore, and then causing the inflammation. This kind of prevents that as well, because it is sloughing off all of those dead skin cells. If you have oily skin, try the smoothing lotion rather than the smoothing cream. And if you're just starting on glycolic, pick up their 5% instead of the 10%. Go through that entire bottle and then graduate to this 10%, and yeah, you just don't want to do too much to your skin too soon. Hair product, I do reach for a lot of the same like shampoos and hair dyes, all that kind of stuff, but there's one thing that I've repurchased a lot. and it's Batiste dry shampoo. I prefer the Clean and Classic Original scent out of all of them. I find it works the best. I don't know, I just like it the most. But yeah, I easily buy one of these like a month. That's basically how fast I can go through a dry shampoo. But yeah, it's just really good, and I always make sure to look out when it's on sale at Shoppers Drug Mart, usually for about $8, which I don't mind spending, but it retails for about $10.99, I believe, at Shoppers. And then lastly, another makeup related item, but kind of like a finishing product, which you barely can see because of the lights. This is the Urban Decay Chill Makeup Setting Spray. This is one of the ones that I've just recently purchased. Now, the caveat with this one is that I have repurchased the original, the old version of this spray, and it's in the white bottle. They've changed the formula of the Chill Makeup Setting Spray recently. I found that this one is really cooling and it just has a really nice scent to it. I find that the new one that's in the black bottle, it smells different, and I don't get the cooling sensation that I get with this one. So this was on sale on Sephora because they are getting rid of all of their stock, so I definitely stocked up on it. But yeah, I definitely buy this a lot. I've been trying to ration these older bottles though, just so that I can kind of have it for longer. But yeah, if you can get your hands on the older one, definitely give it a try if you have dry skin. It helps set your makeup, but also hydrates. And then also, if I really need my makeup to last, I will actually put a full-on setting spray after this one. Okay, and that's it. Those are the products that I have repurchased the most for sure. Please let me know down below what products you have repurchased the most, or if you've done a video like this, please link it down below as well. I'd love to check that out. Make sure to follow me on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat, all of which are always linked down below. And I hope you guys have an amazing rest of the day, and I will see you next time. Bye!